Baby, life is like a ride on a freeway, dodging bullets while you're trying to find your way. Everyone's around, but no one does a damn thing. It brings me down, but I won't let them. If I seem weak, well, you'd be correct. And if I don't speak, it's 'cause I can't disconnect. But I won't be burned by the reflection of the fire in your eyes as you're staring at the sun. Oh, 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 as you're staring at the sun. Oh, oh, as you're staring at the sun. Oh, oh, as you're staring at the sun. As you're staring at the sun. Wait around, I didn't feel like a runaway. When I escaped, I didn't feel like I got away. It's more to living than I'm only surviving. Maybe I'm not there, but I'm still trying. Oh, you hear me? I don't think that you relate. My will is something that you can't confiscate. So forgive me, but I won't be frustrated by destruction in your eyes as you're staring at the sun. Oh, as you're staring at the sun. Oh, wait around, I didn't feel like a runaway. When I escaped, I didn't feel like I got away. It's more to living than I'm only surviving. Maybe I'm not there, but I'm still trying. Though you hear me, I don't think that you relate. My will is something that you can't confiscate. So forgive me, but I won't be frustrated by destruction in your eyes as you're staring at the sun. As you're staring at the sun. Maybe life is like a ride on a freeway, dodging bullets while you're trying to find your way. Everyone's around, but no one does a damn thing. It brings me down, but I won't let them. If I seem fake, well, you'd be correct. And if I don't speak, it's 'cause I can't disconnect. But I won't be burned by the reflection of the fire in your eyes as you're staring at the sun. 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 As you're staring at the sun.
High Octane Racing. Good evening and welcome to the High Octane Racing Series. This is race number 5 for the East Coast Pro4 Trucks at the Lucas Oil Wild Horse Track. This race is brought to you by Death by Moose Media. Please hit subscribe and the like button and turn on notifications if you want more racing action. You can follow us on Instagram or Twitter by Death by Moose Media Instagram, and also I believe it's Moose Death on Twitter. The format for today is going to be 40 max entries. We have 20 of those that are going to make it directly to the feature. 20 max entries in the feature. Top 16 in the qual will go directly to the feature. And then the rest will have to do a 5-lap LCQ to claim the last four open slots. This feature is going to have 20 laps with one competition caution at lap 10. The competition's caution is not going to go up. They're just going to cue everyone to verbally box back up again and then take it so we don't waste 3 laps. And then each racer is going to get one fast repair. Your host for today is going to be me, Randall Alvarez, and Ty Timmons. Give me 1 second. Let me get him in here. Hey, Ty, you want to say hi?
How's it going, guys?
All right. So we got 4 minutes left on practice, and then we're gonna have our 9 minute 30 qualifying run. We're at Wild Horse right now. So Wild Horse is actually a really fun track. I really enjoy watching it. You get to see pretty much the best of what a trophy truck can do in this track. So right now, you have. All right, just got an update from the race host. Looks like there won't be an LCQ tonight. We only have 10 racers, so everyone's going to go directly to the feature after qualifying, and they set up their positions. So that's good to know. But back to about this track. So this track is pretty tough. Those triplets right there after. Sorry about that. Triplets right after turn 3. Can be really tough. You actually got to come in on the right side and then make your way over to the left, because on those triplets, the right side's a little shorter. And if you cut in close and you're able to make it, you're not going to pretty much flip. It's really tough for these guys to line up those triplets. And it's definitely going to be a really good track. Anyone that's done any mud oval or anything or dirt oval will understand how to take that turn 4 right after the triplets. And then you have a lot of straights here. Some long straights, which will definitely lead to some high acceleration, and then after that, you're going to have to really deep brake and take two almost hairpin turns. But it's going to be really exciting, and I enjoyed last race that was here, and so this one's going to be just as good.
Yep, this is my first time viewing this this track, but I did notice those triples and that large jump. Those triples do have a tendency to really bounce those trucks, right up in there, and then they have to go directly into that left-hand turn. So yeah, I can see the possibility of a flip.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna be really tough for the racers, especially in the beginning. Usually about the first 3 laps, everyone's still pretty bunched up together on this one. So we're definitely gonna see some collisions, a little bit of pushing around on the triplets. It's gonna be a really exciting race.
Yes, it will.
Let's
they are flying.
All right, let's see who we have today that's going to be racing. We have number 222, Andrew Sheets, who's a great competitor. He throws out some pretty good times. We also have Aiden Saunders, number 8. Just a quick shout out to Aiden. Hope your ankle gets better. He had a dirt biking accident and has, I believe, 2 pins through his ankle. So I don't know how he's racing with 2 pins through his ankle, but he's out there. We also have number 699. Oh, he swapped his numbers on us. It was 996, but it's 699, Kyle Grutner. We also have Luke, I believe that's Nupin. Luke Nupin, which is number 554. He is new to this race. This is his first race today, or this racing series. And we have number 33, Willie Evernham. I haven't seen him race today, so he might be new too. We also have Keith Calhoun in 199. And we have our current time champion for the last race, which is number 315, Christopher Hamilton. This guy is a beast when it comes to throwing down some amazing times. So I'm really excited to see if anyone can keep up with him. Sheets is a great racer, so I'm definitely, he's going to be there. We also have Troy Banks, which I haven't seen him race with us yet in this series. So he's probably new here. We have number 18, Carl Handwork, who also is a great racer. He had a tough run last time, but at least on the second race he had a tough run. The first race, he did amazing. He went all the way back from 10th position after a car crash or a collision on the first turn, and then brought himself back all the way up to 3rd place, closing some amazing gaps. So I'm really excited to see what he can do today. And then we have in the number 69, we have Antho Davis. So let's go ahead and jump into Hamilton's and see how he's throwing around the car.
Coming around turn 6.
Sorry, turn 3.
Sorry, yes, you're absolutely right. Turn 3. Oh. Yeah, I do apologize.
So this is the first straight. They're going to come around to turn 1 right now. Oh, it looks like they're going to get ready for the LCQ. Let me switch back to the blimp real fast. Bloop. All right, so we got 4 seconds till qualifying. I'm going to go ahead and hop into Hamilton's car for qualifying, and we can walk it through real fast since he has some of the most experience on this track. race is going to reset in a second, so just bear with us. All right, looks like qualifying is now down to 5 minutes. It was stated that it was going to be at 9 minutes and 30 seconds, but I guess he readjusted it. All right. So as he comes into turn 2 up here, this is a hairpin turn. He's going to want to cut it really close, but maintain his throttle control. They are in the Pro4 trucks, so they don't need to maintain throttle control as much. They can actually hold it at a solid rev the whole way through. Where in the Pro2s, they're going to really need to goose it around those corners. You see right there, he got a little bumpy. He came a little too wide into those triplets. And then right around turn 4, back into straight 1. Looks like he's having a rough ride right now. Probably just smoothing out some kinks, trying to find his lines. Looks like Sheets throwing out the fastest time. Let's go take a look at what Sheets is doing real fast.
Those the qualifying times or the practice times, they were pretty much neck to neck.
They were.
It does seem like it's going to be a really good race.
The last time we were at this track, we had Hamilton, Sheets, Saunders, and I believe Handwork in the top 4. There wasn't one other one. He isn't here this race. I don't have the lineup with me, but these guys were neck and neck for, I would say, a good majority of the race. It was a five-man group just taking it around these corners. It was really tough to see them battle, or really fun to watch them battle it out.
Jump on
Yeah.
turn 3.
Right here on turn 3. Then lines it up for the triplets. He's going to try and stay on the inside on them. There you go. That's what you want to see right there.
I see that the outside of those triplets are a little, the divots are definitely a lot deeper, so.
Oh yeah, and that makes it really tough for these guys to line up. Beautiful jump. Let's see if we can catch this guy on the jump cam real fast.
Very
cool. Can't wait to use it on the actual race.
Yeah,
Looks
so
like
coming
Luke's
from
throwing
that,
out some good times.
they all have been just absolutely, just pretty much dominating this course. I don't know the exact times that they have been doing it or what the the high would be, but
yeah. So right now we have Andrew Sheets at 35.810. We also have Saunders at a 36.076, and then we have Luke at a 36.633, and then Kyle Grittner at a 36.722. So it looks like Hamilton was throwing out a slower time than these guys.
yeah, it does. Yeah, but again, it's just fractions of a second.
Yeah, it looks like the top.
Go.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, just say, excuse me. Fractions of a second, you could just take your turn just even slightly off, and then the other racers can make up for that. So
Yeah, it looks like the top 8 racers are within a fraction of each other, and that's going to be really tough for everyone here. All right, guys. Well, we have qualifying. It's pretty much finished. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to our intro. Kind of just got to wait.
which will also prove to be end up being a pretty interesting matchup, considering, like you were talking in the grouping, if they're they can't get some space, there might be some crashes.
Yeah. So we're definitely going to see a really rough run.
Be neck to neck.
Oh yeah, especially around around turn 2, that hairpin. There's this.
Yep.
last race, there's a lot of pushing there, and same thing at the triplets. You're going to see some people pushed outside of the track, and they're going to have to make their way back into that pretty much almost 3/4 circle wide turn.
Now, is there a time penalty for going out of the track, or is that
There is, but that's if you go really far out of the track, you can actually get disqualified.
Right.
But there is a time
cheating.
penalty for yeah. Don't worry, guys. We can just cut the course. I got a shortcut. That's a hold my beer moment. I'm cutting across. Yeah. So there definitely is a time penalty for that. But you know, these guys usually redirect themselves back on, so it's not much of a thing, much of a problem.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna have a pace. You know, we're gonna have a pace car start on this, and this is gonna be. I'm really excited. This track and also Wild West are my favorite track to watch, just because it's you know, it's a short course dirt track with jumps. Can't get anything better than that for trophy trucks.
Everyone likes to see a vehicle. Dukes of Hazzard, right?
Exactly. Send it.
Yeah, send it. Do the full send.
Full send.
So now this pace truck is gonna, I assume, go throughout the entire one loop lap, and then from there.
That's correct. Either that, or he's gonna peel off right after turn 3, or sorry, he peels off right before turn 4, giving them the straight to launch off of.
Full straight. Right.
Yeah.
Very cool. So they don't even have to go off of a flat start.
Exactly. So we'll see right here where it goes, but I believe he peels off right after the triplets right here. Yep, he's peeling off.
Well.
So they're gonna take this a little slow, and then the green's right when they come out of that turn. All right, turn 1, here we go. It looks like we already have someone thrown in the wall. We have number 69. He's going to have to use his fast repair there. Looks like he just planted himself.
Oof.
Whoa.
Oh, we got a collision?
Definitely. Getting a little rough out there.
Number 8 is getting a fairly decent lead.
Yeah, but everyone's piling up right there.
Yep. Well, being in front. Oh. Oof. This is an intense stroke.
Yeah. There we go. We got Saunders, Sheets, all flying through. Oh, hit that with the jump cam real fast. Punch through the triplets. Getting a little rough out there. Looks like they're trying to keep up the speed.
Sure does seem like that. They're starting to gap out now. Obviously, we're going to have a little less collisions, so they're going to start being able to feel out the course a lot better with, you know.
Now, looks like our front pack's going to be Aiden Sanders, Andrew Sheets, Luke, and also Kyle Grittner. I'm glad to see Luke up there being his first race and all. It was good to see they can compete with them.
It is. It's kind of hard to step in with the big boys, but it doesn't seem like he doesn't have any first-time jitters or anything.
Yeah, he looks really comfortable. Looks like Sheets is right on Saunders' butt right here.
Yep.
He does not want to give it up.
He's trying to take that. Yep. He's getting the line. Oh.
I think he's gonna catch him on the inside right here.
I do believe so.
Yeah, yep, that's it right there. Sheets is gonna take it, pushing his nose through, bumping Saunders out a little wide. He's gonna take the short.
He's making him take that. Oh.
Yeah, he's got it.
Handling that.
There you go.
Well, but yeah.
Just pulling away. That's what we want to see right there.
And I do feel like that is going to be the significant turn in this entire race. Is that one coming from that jump and going into the triplets.
Yeah, that's definitely a good place to overtake. Either that or at the hairpin up here is where we're going to see a lot of our overtaking. Looks like Luke's getting a little rough with Aiden, too.
Sure is.
Aiden doesn't want to give it up. Oh!
Ooh.
Did he throw it wide? Oh,
He.
yep.
Yeah,
It looks like Aiden rolled out of there. I don't know if he's going to be able to come back into the race after that.
Hopefully he's okay.
Remember, guys, even though we're sim racing, you should always wear your helmets.
That will that take him out of the race, or is there a pit crew on hand?
They do have a fast repair. If he has to get towed for the fast repair, it takes about 2 laps to get back in the race.
Oh wow.
So that's definitely
unfortunate.
that's going to cost him a lot of time. Luckily, we do have a competition caution this race, but I don't know if he can recover from that. Oh, looks like we have another roll.
Flip. It's
I
right
believe
where
that
we
was
were talking about,
the
right off
69.
triplets.
Yeah, it looks like Aiden is sitting there in the pit lanes right now.
Going for that repair. But he's not out of this race.
No, definitely not yet.
There are a lot of people rolling their vehicles, so you know you can always end up catching back up.
Oh yeah.
So when you get that high intensity and then you end up taking that turn and kind of not realizing what position you're at when it comes to those triplets like we were talking during the practice.
Yeah, that's definitely really tough for them right now.
You got the adrenaline
Oh,
pumping.
going on 3 wheels there.
Oh,
Those sheets right there coming around that corner, lifting up his front. I believe it was his front right or front left tire. Oh, Luke! That
Luke coming with
that might cost Luke some time.
This is not bumper cars.
No, it is not. That definitely was an accident, but
I don't think it was malicious, but it did.
it's definitely going to be an issue. Luckily, Luke was a nice guy, and he slowed down to wait for sheets to come back in.
It did look like that was the case.
Yeah.
I feel like he kind of felt a bit.
I think he pitched it sideways and kind of hit a rough bump and skipped it and caught him on the side, which
Sure did.
luckily he didn't fully damage the car. If he took the car out, that definitely would cost him a lot more. Luke's still playing a little rough. He's definitely willing to get really close to him, and that might be his downfall.
Well, the thing about with this is if you can slightly run alongside the vehicle on the turns, they can almost help you take that turn if you're in the inside.
Exactly.
So, and it's a little, you're playing a little too close on the questionability of legalness in this race.
Yeah.
But I kind of see what he's doing. I've found myself in a few races doing the same thing, but again, they were probably most of the time they were not against other players and not at this league or in this level.
Yeah, so he's definitely trying to play it really close, but on this track, playing it that close is going to cost, might cost you. Oh, it looks like we are going to have our competition caution coming up right now. Looks like someone's pulling off for a repair. I'm going to flip right over to the blimp cam. All right. Let's see who is still in the race right now. So in first place we have Sheets, then we have Luke, then we have Keith, we have Carl in fourth, and Troy in fifth. Yeah, it looks like he took out Sanders is all the way down at ninth now. Uh-oh. A little bit of bumper cars back there. Come on, guys.
It's always a little difficult though to maintain a respect and distance from each other's cars, and
It
being
definitely
on
is.
such a rough track when it comes to getting jostled around and having the dirt and
Yeah, and that's
you know,
why I
and the
said
sheer
those,
speed.
those triplets are so dangerous, is because you're you're setting yourself up out of a turn, and usually out of that turn, your car or your truck's skipping sideways if you land it wrong, and that pushes you into someone else, and that usually causes some problems. So you have to be pretty careful about that. This is his first time racing the track and racing with the series, so he's not, I would say, too entirely familiar with how close that fight is and how you got to kind of keep yourself spaced and wait for that. You can't really be riding on bumper to bumper with the guy.
Yeah, even the slightest love tap, but at this speed and with this type of track, you're gonna end up.
And especially with this track pushing left and right so fast, a little love tap, it throws you into the wall or it turns you upside down. So you have to be really careful, because that can go against you.
Which is correct. Yeah, the precision on obviously we've already discussed this of being on the inside of on those triplets rather than the outside. And if you take that, if say you get tapped on turn 3, just even slightly, that'll push you on the outside of those triplets, which will be a pretty detrimental thing. And we've already seen about 2 or 3 flips. So
yeah.
I believe they're just doing one lap, then going back into the race.
Yeah, I believe they're gonna launch it right where the pace car gives away again. So right at turn 4, they're gonna kick it into high gear for that straight. All right, here we go.
And we're back.
And the caution's off, and look at them go. Still keeping it tight right around those corners. Fun. Let's go ahead and jump into the cockpit of we'll jump into Luke's cockpit and see what he's doing once we get past those triplets.
Sounds great. See a full lap, see how he's maintaining, see the distancing of him on sheets.
Exactly. So as you can tell with the Pro4s, the throttle control is pretty solid. You just got to keep a nice steady pace and goose it once in a while to redirect, but the whole way through those four-wheel drives pull you all the way.
Yeah, the great thing about the four-wheel drive is, obviously the grip, and you don't have to miss. If you even if you do a bit of an over rev, you're not gonna go full fishtail. So.
Yeah.
I do feel like he's playing a little nicer, or driving a little nicer. He's kind of giving him a little space, looking for maybe bigger gaps, not going for those super fine hair close to the riding.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. I think he's a little scared of pushing him around.
Yeah.
Whoa, looks like Keith just sent it out real wide.
He might have gotten a verbal warning from somebody.
Yeah, he might have had, Keith might have got on comms with him and told him to back off a little bit. Oh, pitching it sideways right there.
Pitch straights, yep. And that's only because he took that jump just ever so slightly. And then, like we were saying, if you tap him, especially before these jumps, before those triplets, it's gonna send you could almost do a full 180 in the air.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts how far it throws you. Oh, looks like he's gonna come in on the inside.
He is. Oh.
Looks like Luke's
he's trying
getting
to go
ready.
for those sharp turns. I think he's noticed that Sheets is doing a bit of a wider turn, and obviously Luke is trying to capitalize on that.
Yeah.
Right here, and it almost looks like he's purposely taking that little bit of a bump.
Oh, looks like Luke had a DC right there.
It did seem like he zorped a little.
He activated his warp drive. Be right back, guys.
Yeah. Maybe he hit 88 miles an hour.
He just had to do a quick blast to the past. Or, I mean,
quick little time travel.
Quick little time travel, yeah. Did you see those flame marks off his tires?
He is gaining just ever so slightly. You can see it. It's a 0.6 difference.
Yeah, and he's doing a better job keeping his distance right now, in the sense of like not making any contact around those turns. But I think I would say within the next 2 laps, he might actually try and overtake him. He's getting close enough to where he can make that move. It just now comes down to timing.
Yep. See, and he's taking it. He's trying to get those sharper turns and sharper turns. He's realizing, and I believe off of the jump, this major jump coming off, he realizes there's a bit of a bump, and I think he's pitching his car to the right to get that sharper turn.
And I think this is where he's gonna do it.
See, right there. You see how he's
yeah,
trying.
he's gonna try and cut in on him, line it on the triplets. Just couldn't pull it off, but it looks like Sheets is gonna. Oh nope, he recovered that.
That is probably the widest turn I've seen them take turn 4 at.
All right, he's gonna set it up again. I think he's gonna go for it one more time. He's watching his spacing. Looks like Sheets put some distance on him. I don't know if he's gonna be able to do it.
Yeah, I think Sheets kind of realized the he already increased a 0.2 difference.
Yeah, I think Sheets has a good method for this track, and he's just holding strong. His lines look extremely consistent, and I don't really see any problem with the way he's driving.
But for a first race, Luke is doing absolutely, phenomenal comparatively.
Oh yeah. All right, we're on our final lap.
Time flies when you're having fun. See how the other boys are doing.
Hold it here for a second until we get to the triplets.
Yep. They all have a pretty decent pace now. It almost seems like sorry, I couldn't catch that.
Which one?
The one in the GoPro.
Oh, that's 315. That's Chris Hamilton.
Yeah, Hamilton seems to be having a little bit of a battle.
All right, and we have our finish.
Just by simply a 0.5 lead, and then third comes in with 5 seconds.
And that's Keith Calhoun right there. That was a great race, guys. Definitely really tough in the beginning. Let's go ahead and throw up the results for that. So in first place, we have 222 Andrew Sheets. Second place, we have our newcomer, 554 Luke. I'm gonna butcher his last name. I'm just gonna say Luke. I'm sorry. I think it's just Noop.
Noop?
I think it's Noop. Luke Noop. And then in third place, we have 199 Keith Calhoun. Great race, guys. Let's see if we can get some guys in the booth. Let's go ahead and switch over to general chat, and I'll pull you into the booth. All right?
Sounds great.
All right, let's go ahead and start with Keith Calhoun. Hey, Keith, this is Booth. Do you copy?
I gotcha. You got me?
I got you. You got me?
I got you.
Dude, great race today. That was really tough. Did you have to step out and kind of give a verbal reprimand to Luke? I'm assuming for pushing a little bit.
Oh no. Luke's really chill. He knew what he did, and he gave the position back to Andrew all on his own. He's a cool kid.
Okay, that's what I thought.
We thought as much. Yeah, it did seem like he's kind of solid. Gave him a little bit of a tap, and he pushed back and ended up giving back his position, which was very cool of him.
Yeah. So how do you feel about this race? You came in third place. You put out a good time. You're leader of the second pack. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. I really didn't expect to come out with a podium tonight. I qualified fifth, which I think was pretty decent. But I guess I got a little bit lucky with Aiden getting involved with a little incident, so sending him to the back of the field.
Yeah.
And then
early on in that race, correct?
Yeah, exactly. And then I don't know. Truck felt good. Track felt good. I worked with the setup a little bit, tried to make it a little softer, and worked with the gears. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but good race.
Definitely. Is there anyone you want to thank?
Yeah, thank you guys for broadcasting. First of all, you're doing a great job. I'm gonna for sure watch this race right now, and thanks to all the guys that showed up. And
yeah,
thank you to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Oh, I always got to thank your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You know, and about the people that showed up today, I mean, the lineup we had today weren't a bunch of slackers. All these guys have been have made podium the last couple races, and they're all tough competitors. So I'm really surprised where a lot of positions they came in, but these guys are really tough drivers, and it's definitely a tough race out there.
Oh yeah, they were putting the heat on for sure.
Yeah. Well, thanks for hosting this race, Keith, and good job out there, man. We'll pull up the next racer.
Hell yeah, thank you. I'll see you guys later.
You have a great night.
Later, bud. Hey, Andrew, this is Booth. Do you copy?
Yeah,
Hey, man, first place. How's it feel?
pretty good, man. Well, I don't know if I wanted to win that way. I think I ran, oh shoot, what's his face?
Aiden?
Number
Aiden
8.
Saunders?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I about ran him over coming over that that ramp. I had to slam the brakes, man, and I
Yeah.
just slid in. But I did
Yeah,
not mean to do that.
He ended up taking a little bit of a tussle.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I did not mean to come off that ramp as hard as I did.
You know what?
I just-
You guys are driving really aggressive coming around those that hairpin turn down the jump and then straight into the next turn and then the triplets. And I think maybe a little too aggressive for how packed tight
Yeah.
you guys were, and that's definitely what's going to happen. So someone
man.
was going to get tossed around. It just
The track was definitely a lot more slick than I was used to tonight, but I
yeah.
did not mean to do that, and
Do you
I
think
kind of
we
feel
maybe
bad
need to
because I kind of
review
feel
the
bad.
I'm sorry. Go on.
That's what I'm looking at right now. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
You know, it honestly, I don't believe it's your fault. Like I said, you guys are playing really rough out there. You're pushing it really hard, just trying to gain that lead in the first couple laps. And you know, both Aiden and you and Luke were playing as hard as you guys could. So, you know, if it was one person that was kind of pushing people around, I could say that'd be an issue. But you know, all three of you guys were pushing, and we're trying to
Yeah.
set up yourself for a good lead. And so that's just part of the race.
Yeah, I'm watching it again. I do notice he kind of I got a little bit drive out of him. He swoops right in front of me, and I about land on him. But
Yeah, and especially the way you guys are coming off that jump after
man.
the tabletop and then to the little small whoop. You guys are pitching it really far sideways, and it almost some of you guys were skipping. So you'd land the first, your tires would touch, and then you'd skip again, and that's where you guys kind of get that little nudge, and it just kicks you over.
yeah, I think it kicked me towards him, but I did not mean to do that. That was completely my fault.
Yeah, that was definitely uncontrollable, dude.
Yeah, just apology to him. Stuff like that.
Is there anyone you want to thank for the race?
Probably him. Yeah, he looks like he's in pretty rough condition, and I hope he gets better. That really sucks. Man.
Yeah, I was actually really surprised to see him racing today because I know he's got 2 pins in his
Oh,
ankle, I
it's
believe.
so fast. He was
I
really
did
fast
see the
tonight.
pictures. They pretty
Yeah, I don't know
Pretty
how
gnarly.
he was racing unless he's left.
Yeah,
left
and he
foot.
was running really fast, man. Like he was running some quick laps out there.
I think he should keep that pin in his foot.
I don't know, man. But yeah, definitely a shout out to him. I did not mean to get up on him like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll forgive you on that.
Oh, and also a shout out to I think his name's Luke 554.
Yeah, Luke Noop.
That was
Nope.
yeah. He got into me and rolled me over, and he waited. You don't see a lot of guys like that anymore.
we
Yeah.
noticed that. That was awfully respectful of him.
Yeah,
That's it's real respect right there.
and that was definitely his first time running the track and first time racing in this series. So he definitely felt a little bad that he got a little rough with you.
Yeah, no, he's definitely one to watch out for. He was quick.
Oh yeah,
had
sorry, go ahead.
he had me on my heels for the last.
He was basically trailing half a second behind you throughout the entire track, the entire race. So yeah, I could see the sweat, coming down right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun.
Are you gonna be racing in the West Coast race, or are you gonna just call it tonight?
West Coast, I might, but maybe not next week.
Not next week. All right, man.
I'm saving up for SSD, man. I gotta get me one.
I hear you on that.
It was definitely
Definitely helps out.
play a good factor. Absolutely.
All right, man. Thanks for coming out and good race today, dude.
All right, guys.
Good racing.
Have a good
man.
one.
You too. Later.
Yeah, man.
All right. Looks like no one else is coming into the broadcast booth. Let's see if we can get Luke in here. I'm gonna shoot him a quick message.
Yeah, I'd like to see Luke's or to see his perspective or hear his perspective on his first race for sure.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull him in here. Just give us a second. Give us a second, guys. I think we should give him a hard time, though.
Sounds great.
All right, let's see what he says. He says he needs a couple of seconds. All right, no problem. Well, thanks, guys, for coming out and viewing. I know we just dropped a bunch of viewers because the race is over and pretty much interviews are over. But please like and subscribe. Definitely helps us out and allows us to branch out. If you want to race in this series, shoot me a message. I'll definitely reach out and I'll get you guys the right information so you can race in this series, because we definitely need more racers and this is a great series to be a part of. All right, looks like we have Luke. Let's see if we can get him in here. Hey, Luke, this is Booth. Do you copy? Ruh-roh. Maybe he's apologizing right now. We'll give him a second. Hey, Luke, this is Booth. Do you copy? It keeps getting pulled out. Oh, all right. We'll give him a second. It looks like he really wants to have a conversation.
Well, it being his first race, I can definitely understand, being able to shoot the shit with him and with the other racers and figuring it out.
Hey, Luke, you gonna stay in this chat this time?
That would be a no.
Oh, all right, we're gonna hop over to General. I'll pull you over there real fast. Hey, what's up, guys? Luke, you gonna hop around?
I do.
Were you guys able to interview Luke?
No, he keeps pulling himself out of
No,
chat,
we
so we
sure
hopped
weren't,
over here so we
yeah.
could talk to him.
Oh, cut it out, Luke. Get your interview.
Come on, man, don't be
Alright,
bashful.
Which chat do I go to?
No, you're staying here now. We're following you.
Okay.
We kept pulling you into
Yeah,
the broadcast.
you better figure out what you're gonna do with your hands, okay? So no hiding from us.
Okay, I'm working on it right now.
All right, deep breath, deep breath. Count to 3.
1, 2, 3.
All right. How's it feel to have second place, and how's it feel to be racing in this series? Give us some feedback.
Yeah, that was a good first race. It's definitely a cool little series to be a part of. It was my first race of the 5 races so far. So yeah, it was a good one. I had a good battle with Andrew and Aiden at the start. Unfortunately, he had a couple problems, but yeah, it was a fun race overall.
So, how do you feel about your aggressiveness out on the track? It looks like you kind of toned it down after the competition caution.
Yeah, I started getting back up to speed with about 3 laps to go, and I went for the lead on the last corner, but I just don't want to take any chances. I'm not in the points. I don't want to screw anyone's championships up, but if I was there fighting for the championships, I would be going for stuff.
That's good to hear that you care about some of the other racers.
Yep.
Ty, you got any questions?
No, he pretty much covered it, and you had some great questions as well. I just I noticed the aggression. I noticed that you hit Sheets and then you gave the position back, which was really respectful of you for the other racers.
Yeah, definitely show some quality out there.
Yep.
So
Well,
big up on you, man.
thanks for coming out. Is there anyone you'd like to thank for the race?
I want to thank the whole Rigid Industry squad, Ultra Wheels for sponsoring me in real life, but most importantly, Rigid Industries for bringing me on the team for this weekend.
That's
For
awesome.
this race.
Are you going to be racing with us from here on out?
I'm going to try, that's for sure. I don't think I'll
Awesome.
make it next weekend because I'll be heading to Reno for my actual race, but we'll try.
Good news, good
Very
news.
cool. Well,
All
we're
right.
looking forward to it.
Definitely.
Awesome.
All right, man. Well, I hope you have a good evening, and I hope to see you in the West Coast race.
Yep, I'll try.
All right, let's close out the stream. Well, here we go, guys. Hope everyone has a good evening, and come back next time.